Dragon Paul, thank you for the subscription. Ooh! For 5 months. Nice. Thank you very, very, very much. What are you updating? I was just on you like 2 weeks ago. My boy Dragon coming in with a +5 subscription. 5 months. Oh, they doing the security code mess? Come on, y'all just denying me. Wakfu updates every 2 minutes. That's what it's looking like right now. Alright, here's my comma code. Okay. Confirm. There we go. Yep, it's updated. I think I got everything set up properly. Alright, so let's go. Live stream, pal. What's happening, Dragon? How you doing, buddy? So as always, if you see me look up, it's mostly because hacking noises I'm in. If you see me look up, it's because I'm paying attention to the chat. I got double screens yet again. Yeah, oh, you see it? Yep. So, anybody who joins in, if I look up, I'm paying attention to the chat. I'm back on to double screens again. My game gonna be down here. This is where the actual laptop is at. So, yep. There was one thing I wanted to do before starting the stream, starting the game actually. We're definitely gonna get in it though. Open the stream is kinda laggy. You kinda rewind it randomly, then skip forward. What you mean? It's looking like, it says here the connection is excellent. It don't look like I'm having any issues on this end. Okay. It was for a brief moment, but your sentence cut off as if the video went back 2 seconds, then updated current, which looked like a jump cut. Alright, well, hopefully it's fixed. Spring has sprung. Okay. Alright, so there's something I wanted to look at. Let's see if we can get it on screen here. I was gonna make it into its it just shows you do it okay twice. I was gonna make it into its own personal video. However, I am very, very, very short on time. And as mentioned in my Twitter, Texas kind of got shut down because we had like a snowstorm. So yeah, a lot of stuff got shut down all over Texas. So which gave me the night off for work. So I decided I'm gonna use the time to get some streaming in. Let's see. Now, not minimize, goofy. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to bring this up. This one gotta have the music on it. Can y'all see this? Nope, y'all can't. All right. There it is. We'll go here, and then we're gonna go here. It sounds loud to me. I don't know how loud it is to you guys. Okay. Yeah, it's super cold here, but not enough for them to close yet. Weekend is supposed to be colder in my area, but unsure of the snow. Stream's doing a double stutter. Let me refresh it. Lagged out, but refreshing it might be the weather affecting me. Okay. Hopefully, it can fix up for you soon. Let's see. Hopefully, it can fix up for you soon. All right, let's see if I can add a new browser source. Turned off a view video settings. Maybe that were a view video settings. What is that? Oh, you turned off a view video settings. Okay. Are you saying you did it, or are you asking me to do it? What is this? Is not what I think it is, right? I tweaked some settings on my sides. Okay. Okay, this is Wakfu, his alert box. All right, here we go. This is what I wanted to show. Actually, yeah, I've noticed mine do that too. If the battery is like pretty low or whatever, it'll actually slow down it'll actually slow it down. I've noticed mine does that as well. Okay, so yeah, here we go. As stated, now to everyone who may just be coming in, I've been away for a while on Wakfu. So there's a lot of stuff going on that I'm not aware of. There was a recent nerf and buff that just happened. I guess it was a balancing. Once again, I don't know everything that happened. I was gone for a while. You know, Final Fantasy was kicking off heavy. I was doing my Final Fantasy thing. So there's been a lot that happened with both Dofus and Wakfu, but we're gonna concentrate on Wakfu for now. There's a lot of things here that I'm not sure what they are, like demonic packs and all that. A lot of information, but I have no idea what this. I don't even know if this is the updated one. Is this the updated one? I went to the site and looked for the updated one, so this should be it. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that they changed and added to the game itself, like Dimensional Rift. I've seen these around. I've never partaken in the Rift yet. None of my characters are strong enough. I'm still stuck in between the 140 to the 200 stretch. Anybody who play Wakfu know, like, that's when the game really, really slows down and you gotta really grind hard. But yeah, I haven't been able to partake in any of the rifts yet, so I'm going to skip past that. Battlefields, it's more of a PvP type thing. I don't really do it. It's not bad, but it's not my cup of tea. It's nothing wrong with it. It's a buttload of experience. Let me tell you that for sure. It's definitely a buttload. Okay. I see you, Dragon. Let's see. That most likely is the most current one. I think the beta is still different catalog. This hasn't been applied to the actual game yet. They increased the level cap again after the 215 level cap. Ooh, we got a new level cap. Oh my gosh. But so does that mean it's easier to level now? That's what I really want to know. I just at least want to get my first team to 200. I will like that. If I can at least get my first team to 200. Right? So Battlefields, like I said, is a buttload experience. I don't partake in it because I'm not really good at it, especially I'm not built for PvP, so I don't do it as often. But yeah, if you guys into that, you guys can read up on it. It's here. Different interface, so the UI, I guess. I think I do remember seeing this before. The capacity to join fights must be limited to I think I've seen that before. I think I remember that. And they did some things to the combat, right? So this is the one down here is what I want to do. Now, before we start, I want to point out, let's see. Oh no, they haven't done anything for the lower levels, I think, but they did recently change the EXP, so you'll get full EXP with that. I remember that. Yeah, the last time I streamed, I was told that, and give bonus EXP, so everyone can play without playing and not worry about pay to win as much. Yeah. You're right. I do remember that. I did last stream. Somebody did point that out. It might have been you, Dragon, but somebody did point out last stream that they did change the. Sorry, that's my phone. They changed the way the EXP booster work. So that's a good thing. I know I heard you loud and clear, but I can't find. I always lose that phone, guys. Every time. Okay, it's right behind me. Okay, so I always lose this back one. All right, so in a second we're going to start. Let me reply to this message. This is actually pretty important. Uh, New level cap will be 130 that I know of. The most recent one was 215 cap, which added new armors and dungeons to the area. That's I like when they add new level caps to any game. I like that because that means it's like it's more to do for those who know how to level real quick. You don't just get to like, oh, I'm level 200, the game is over. You know what I mean? Or you do a lot of the in-game content till you burn yourself out and you don't want to do in-game content no more. I like when they add new level caps because that means more places to explore, more worlds to be seen, more worlds to be found. So anytime they do level caps like that, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Any game, Maple Story do it too. I think Maple Story was like 250, 250 now. I think Maple Story is 250. I was all over it. I never made it to 250, never, because it's a Korean game. We all know Korean games, they're very freaking grindy. They're very grindy. But I think the highest I am is like 205 right now. But I do love it because there's more places to explore. There's more stuff to learn, and I do like that. More dungeons. I love dungeons. That's me. Final Fantasy, we all know, just went to 90 level cap. So now I'm trying to raise all my characters to level 90, which I've been very busy with. Once again, to any new viewers, I don't stream Final Fantasy only because it's not that I don't want to. Believe me, if I could, I'd stream it all the time. The only reason I don't stream Final Fantasy 14 is because, well, my viewers is not for that. Majority of my viewers is for Wakfu and Dofus, two games that I still do enjoy playing. So that's why I don't stream Final Fantasy. However, if you guys want to just come in and come chill, then by all means, I would love to talk to you guys, even if it's not about Wakfu Dofus. You guys can come in and I could just talk to y'all because I do love talking to y'all. That's part of the reason why I love streaming. I love talking to everybody. Been playing for 8 years-ish. I think usually burn myself out around the 120-ish. Currently around the 141-ish. I have a habit of starting over from scratch whenever I go on hiatus and come back. As you can see, I'm playing with an Oogie now. So as you can see, I do the same daggone thing. And I like it because I want to play all characters eventually. I want to, if I'm interested in the character, rather they cute or whatever the case may be, when it comes to the characters, I want to play the characters. I want to put them on the team somewhere. You know what I mean? I have my Shram because Shrams hit freaking hard, and I'm going to need that later on. I think the Eenies are freaking cute. It just so happens they're really good healers, so they are a major part of the team. They have to be. I like the tankiness of a Sad Crier. I just recently learned the tankiness of a Oogie on here. So I love those type of things. I love those type of things. And another thing I was going to bring out in the video. Now, this video I'm going to do is going to be another tip video. But it's going to be kind of on the short side because it's going to basically explain how to, distribute your points to the character and, the way you distribute your points, build your character to the way you want to play. Do you want to play a DPS Oogie? Well, you put your points here. Do you want to build the tank Oogie? Well, you put your points here. So I'm going to do a video on that. I'm currently planning that out. Hopefully it'll be as successful as my first two tip videos. But yeah, I just want to help people. So give me a second. Let me check this message because this is pretty important, and I'll get right back to you guys.
I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian curtains up to be my lady only. I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian curtains up to be my lady only. I asked you for the time. You got the damn right. Everything you do gives me butterflies. I asked you for the time. You got the damn right. Everything you do gives me butterflies. I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian curtains up to be my lady only. I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian curtains up to be my lady only. I asked you for the time. You got the damn right. Everything you do gives me butterflies. I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian curtains up to be my lady only. I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian curtains
All right. Let's see. I have a habit of okay. I am terrible at playing. I am terrible at playing their roles. Honestly, I haven't been trying, but usually end up with an Eenie that's stronger than the Yaya. And we vibe into the elevated music while Shin checks important stuff. Whoa, yeah. I'm sorry. It's a lot going on. I mean, the only reason stream was relatively late, because, well, as we all know, I don't get many days off. I am back at another Wendy's, so my days are random as it was back at my old Wendy's. So they're very random. It just so happened, the snow happened and I had the day off. So my family kind of snatched me up today, and we was all playing Genshin Impact. So earlier today, I did my dailies in Final Fantasy 14. Then I got invited to play Genshin Impact. We just started having a blast. The time kept flying, and then eventually I had to pull myself away because I did promise to stream today. So I don't get much time, so that's why everything is like so compact into each other to try to get stuff done. I love your gift, by the way, with you with the... I love that. I saw that. It just bust out. I just bust out laughing when I saw it on Twitter. It was hilarious because I was like, yeah, I did promise them, and I am going to stream. It's just when we was playing Genshin Impact, it just went on so long that I could just see you and the rest of the fans just like. Yeah, no worries. Was trying to make it into a singy tune, but it's hard through time. Yeah, it's a little hard to get things through as a text. All right, so classes. Like you said, they might not have implemented yet, but it is coming. Again, disclaimer. I don't play every class in the game. I haven't played every class in the game. I have a little bit of experience with each class, but to say that I know them inside and out, I don't. So as we read and go through this together, this is only my opinion on what I think is good or is bad. If I don't know what it is, I'll leave it to you guys. This is just, I guess you could say, a verbal a verbal documentary, a verbal entry, if you will. So here we go. So 6.1 Echo Flip. Oh yeah, and I'm not the best reader in the world. So if you guys are new and y'all see this, I'm not the best reader in the world. I might pronounce a lot of things wrong. So just so you guys know. All right. So Tarot, right, is now a neutral Echo Flip mechanic from level 6. I don't know what that means. The Croquette and Meowter Doom cards are not present in neutral terrain. So these current ones you're reading are probably already in effect. Actually, it's that 7.3. Yes, this is this 1.73. Yes, that's what this is. Craps can now be cast on a straight line, and the damage has been increased. So you Echo Flips out there, you guys get a buff for craps. Positive reflexes. Fleas. Okay. The state can be applied up to level 200 max. Okay. The state gives 0.3% critical hit per level. Okay, so I guess that's long math, like 0.3 times 200. Is that what we're looking at? So yeah, okay, you guys can do that. No, I'm terrible at math. Sorry. Flea Hopper. I think I know that skill. That's the one where you put the flea on somebody and it heals them. It's now limited to 4 uses per turn. I don't know if that's a upgrade or downgrade, but you guys should know. Flea is now limited to 2 uses per turn. I guess you guys got a skill called Battle. So Battle is now 4 AP and 1 Wakfu point. We're at 1.74 currently, so you might want to check the logs forums for more stuff. All right, let me check again because I did search it from the site. Okay, this is 1.73. You on 1.74.3. All right, so when I did check the log, this was the latest one I seen. So let's check. Let's take a second to check real quick. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, yeah, you was right. All right, good. All right, excellent. So, all right, here we go. Oh, this one. Okay, we're gonna have to go back and do the other one anyway because I don't know what happened in the previous update either. So I'm gonna have to go back and look at that one anyway. But so far in this one, we got the rogues here. Now I never played rogue yet. The spell Bada Bang can be used after reconnection and combat. So I have no idea what that means. I haven't played rogue yet. So hopefully that's a buff maybe. This spell Psychopath Mask can be used after reconnection and combat for Masquerader. My mask is not that high. I believe my Masquerader is like, well, Zabal if the French name. But I believe mine is like level 50, 60-ish. So not long enough for me to, not long enough for me to understand exactly what that is. It's better to check the version that only have 1xx, not 1xx.x. Alright, because this one has 1xx.3. Alright. But that seemed to be, for this one, we're going to go back and check for another one. Let's see. Okay, here's 7.2. Here's 7.3, right? Okay, this is the one we was just at. So they don't have 7.4 by itself, look like. Okay, we got some Inarispa action here. Let's see. The HP bonus from Constitution passive properly increased after level 200. Properly increases after level 200. Damage reflected by Hamel Mask no longer half twice. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know what they mean, but when they say they half it twice, and my Inarispa is like 140-ish, but I have mine as pure healer, slight damage, which means slight intelligence, but she's mostly agility. So no, I'm saying it backwards. She's mostly chance or water. She's mostly water with slight fire. She's water and fire basically. Eliotrope. Now I'm curious to try Eliotrope. I really want to play Eliotrope. The hiding spell properly accounts for melee mastery when cast in close range and distance mastery when cast through a portal. Oh, okay. So it don't. I'm guessing it don't matter where you at. If you cast your spell through a portal, it's gonna cast as long range. But if you cast it one square to one square with no portal, then that's gonna count as melee mastery. Okay, I think that's what I'm comprehending. I'm thinking that's what I understand. Critical hit damage for burning blood has been corrected for sack criers. Let's see. All right, Hemo Mass reflects single target around the target as AoE from what I remember. Not sure how the damage reduction works on it though. I think it's usually 80% AoE. 80%. That's pretty chunky. That's pretty oof. That's pretty healthy. All right, so dungeons, moddings, interfaces. So we got a little more. Hey, guess what? Persona 5 Strikers! That's my jam, bro. Yeah, okay, so Dragon, another thing before I jumped on the stream, I took a look at Persona 5 Strikers for the first time, and oh my gosh, it's Persona but Dynasty Warriors. Absolutely love it. Two of my top tier games, and it's mixed into one. I absolutely love it. So that's why Frankie is like, hey, Persona 5 Strikers, good. He's also one of the ones that kidnapped me for Genshin Impact. Yeah, Persona has great music, great soundtrack, especially 5. Persona 5 and 3, those are my favorites right now. I love the soundtrack from 3. I love 3. So yeah, he's all yeah, that guy Frankie. I was playing Genshin Impact was him and a couple of more family members. So thanks for coming, Frankie. Appreciate the support, buddy. Thanks for coming to hang out with the stream. All right, so we're going back to 1.73. Are we? Hold up, I saw 1.74 below. Why is 4 below 3? Here's 1.73, and here's what. Oh, this is a different update. Yeah, that's a different update. Okay, let me look at it. Here you go, 1.74. That's goofy. That's goofy. Okay. $1.734. Okay, and this is the beta. So what we looking for? Cause only thing we're looking for is the nerf and buffs. We're just looking for what's happening with the classes. Oh, that's a survey. We don't care for surveys, right? No, we don't care for surveys. It might be an update announced at later than the 1.74x. Is the patch after the beta? Okay. Okay. Here's 1.742. You still geeking over Persona? Oh man, listen, dude. Come on, Big Hurt. You are a fellow Dynasty Warriors fan, my dude. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. All right, what is this? Okay, we got some more combat here. Goddess Pure on the character. As a result, the spell is always. I don't know who they talk about here. This is a boss. This is somebody else. Quest. Here's some items. Here we go. We got some more classes. All right. Oh, we read this one. Okay, so we did this one already. All right. Why don't see nothing for my ulcers, yo? Why my ulcers don't ever get no love, dude? All right, we did the rogues, we did the mask, right? So we gotta go to the other one that I started with. 1.73, 1.72. All right, so here we go, back on Echo Flips. I don't think we finished Echo Flips. But yeah, my ulcers don't get no love, dude. What's up with that? Like, why do you stay ignoring us ulcers? Everybody else getting all these reworks, they getting buffs and everything. Ulcers, they just don't bother with us. Okay, so skill called Battle is now 4 AP with 1 Wakfu point. The spell damage has been increased, so we got a buff there for you Echo Flips out there. Is no longer maximizes the next damage. Okay, so they took an effect off. 50% of the applying God Echo Flip, 50% of applying God Uginat. I'm thinking that's the cards that you pull out. I do know every turn Echo Flips pull out a tarot card. So I think those are the tarot cards that they're referring to. The Battle Tarot card can now be stacked with the rest of the Echo Flips tarot card, including God Echo Flip and God Uginat. Dude, they touch eye-ups just to update some universal stuff that applies to everyone else, and then later removed one of my favorite situational moves. Tarot cards are random card effects. Yeah, okay, so I thought so. Those are the cards that come up every turn. Here you go. Skill 3 cards. Why would they remove something off the Yap? Did that make y'all too strong? That push y'all above the threshold? Let's see. 3 cards. No longer removes resistance. So that sounds kind of like a buff, a nerf. And only reason I say that because it's removing resistance from an enemy. But I can see how that would suck in PvP. Keep in mind, they base these heavily off PvP. So I can see why that could probably be a problem. Inflicted damage only on enemies in the area of effect. Isn't that the nature of an area of effect? Am I missing something here? On allies in the area of effect, randomly applies run of the following bonuses. Okay, that's pretty cool. It was a combo that was different from their usual sign target moveset everyone uses but not me, and changed it to a heal that I feel costs too much. So Yops have a self-heal now? Is that what I'm getting from you, Dragon? Double or quits. 1 AP, 1 Wakfu point, 1 to 2 range. I'm assuming RA is range and is non-modifiable. Previous effects are removed. I think that's bad. I don't play Echo Flips, guys, so I'm just gonna say that's bad because anytime you see something get removed, it's usually bad. Cost on enemy negative 100 elemental resistance for 1 turn. Okay, that's good. You can destroy somebody's elemental resistance. That's good, especially for a support role. That's real good. If you cast it on yourself, 30% damage inflicted and 1 MP for 1 turn for the Echo Flip's next turn. Okay, so you get an extra MP turn and a 30% damage inflicted on the enemy. We used to have different self-heal. That was much better, I feel like, but they removed it. Oh, right, inactivity. I forgot that's a thing. I forgot that's a thing. Self-heal, that was much better. I feel like they removed it a while back. Basically, we used to cut our damage and spam air combos for heals on each hit. Fool, now I know your password. It is I shall commit to stealing your account. Double quits has 2 uses per turn, 1 use per target now. New spell. Oh, they get a new spell. It's called Clubs. 2 AP, 1 Wakfu, 1 to 3 range. You cast it on an ally, it gives 20% critical hit for 2 turns, 2 MP for 2 turns, pushes the adjacent target by 3 cells. Yeah, it looks like it. They got buffs, they got new spells, they got some effects removed, but you see other stuff. They becoming very supportive, especially given 20% critical hits. That's big, actually. If you cast it on an enemy, consumes the Echo Flip's Lucky Day, applies a -4 elemental resistance per level of Lucky Day. 3 turns to recast. Yeah, they're really good for support and debuffs. They're really good. And then you see I-ups with the single line of changes. Another effect, roll again. It automatically unlocks the start of the fight. Third spell bar is automatically unlocked at the start of the fight. Okay. It's on your third spell bar. Okay, I understand now. New spell, life token, unlocks at 45. 2 AP, 1 to 4 range. It's non-modifiable. Applies 20% heal. Applies 20% heal. Reduce. Received. Okay, I'm reading it wrong. So it's basically helps you heal more by 20%. The Echo Flip is healed by 10% of the heals received by. Oh! So, if I put this ability on a Shram and a Shram get healed, I get healed for the 10% of what that Shram. Oh, that's insane. Okay. That's insane. Passive, Echo Flip's Trout. Adds the Croquette and Meow to Doom cards to the Echo Flip's Tarot card. Drawing a positive card gives 25% damage inflicted. Drawing a negative card gives 75 elemental resistance and 1 MP. That sounds great. I do like that they added spell that was commonly used on the third spell bar, so it doesn't take up space on the deck. You can use more spells, not just for Echo Flip. Heliotrope look like they got some big changes too. Okay. Stretch my legs out. Heliotrope's got some. Oh my gosh. A lot of people. It's cold. Alright, hold on. Let me turn my heat on because it's really cold in here. Give me a second, guys. Ugh. Upsy daisy. Heliotropes, Eclipse, and Zellers are the most of the page. They don't show no love to my daggone. They don't show no love to my daggone Osas, man. Come on. My Osas don't get no love, man. Alright. Alright, here we go. We're going to start from the very top and we're going to work our way down. Like I said, I was planning on making this into a video, but, might as well do it over stream. Okay. Many effects and spells descriptions have improved. Spell text boxes should be more spaced out and legible and understandable. Several spells have been reworked so as to have more of a consistent and varied kit. In particular, the calm support role has been Oh, so they're more supportive now. Okay. Supportive Heliotropes, let's go. Limits on the number of use per turn or turns have been added to the spells. This is essential to make different decisions more often. Since the portal and exhilaration spells can be seen as mandatory, they have been added to the third spell bar at the start of a fight. Nice. Nice. I like that. In addition, new non-elemental spells have been created. Okay. Passive have been reworked to match the new passive model. Several new passives between 15 and 20, depending on the class. Whoa, that's a lot. You said several. My man said 15 and 20. Okay. Elio, I am here to support by wiping out the whole field. Yeah. I wonder, is Berserk Elio still a thing? I know Berserk Ilios used to be a big thing. Passives are aimed at changing the direction, the way of playing the character. Passive have only one level and are unlocked up to level 100. Passive no longer vary the effect of optional skills. Okay. My friend told me after the changes, his Berserk Ilio was improved due to the passive. So Berserk Ilios is still a thing. I wanted to try to make a Berserk Ilio. That's why I asked. Neutral mechanic. Calm. No longer gives resistance. No longer requires Wakfu when the Iliotrope suffers damage. The Iliotrope regains 3 Wakfu at the end of the turn, only if they started their turn in a calm mode. Okay. Neutral mechanic. Exalted. No longer remove resistance. Damage inflicted if the Wak points are 0 is now 30%. Damage inflicted if the Wak points are 0 is now 30% damage. So if you have 0 or less than 0, you have 30% more damage? Whoa, wait, they can destroy portals now? What do they mean? If portal, okay, regenerates 2 Wakfus if a portal is destroyed. That means they can destroy portals now? What does that mean? I mean, that's a cool concept that if you break my portal, I get rewarded for it, but I don't want my portals being destroyed. Natural mechanic, mobile warrior. Alright, this sounds like this is gonna be cool. The Iliotrope can convert 2 range into 1 MP max at the start of a fight. I see why it's a warrior, because warriors want to be close range. So I understand that. Warrior, you're going to want to be close range. Okay. At first I was iffy because why would I give a range for MP? But I mean, if you're a warrior, you're supposed to be in a face anyway, so it makes sense. All right. Elemental spells. No Iliotrope have modifiable range. No Iliotrope spells have modifiable range. As such, the list of changes doesn't specify the spell contrast. Okay, Wakmea, basically Kamehameha. XL Ilio is very rock point hungry, from what I remember. I've never gotten my Wakfu. I've never gotten my Iliotrope past 20, because I made one and then immediately wanted an Oogie. So yeah, it's not past 20. The effects of Kamehameha basically. The effects in exalted mode is now. Is that exiled? Is that the word? Exile. Let's use exile. Damage penetrate armor. Oh! Damage penetrates armor, then the value is inflicted on the target's armor. Now limited to 2 uses per turn. I'm not sure if that's a nerf or buff. I don't know how many times you could do it before. But the fact that it's armor piercing, if you lose 1 use, it don't sound bad. Because you're piercing the armor. Basically, your defense don't matter at that point. So, yeah, 2 uses I think is okay. Pulsation. Now limited to 4 uses per turn. 2 uses per target. Increases damage. So, buff, basically. You get a buff. Exalted is the word. Exalted. Okay, exalted, whatever. English! I don't like it. I told you from the get-go, I'm not the best reader. Alright. Whirlwind. No. Okay, we did flood. Whirlwind. The spell's previous effect have been removed. Okay. Can only be cast on a portal. In a calm state, it pushes around the portal. Okay. damage. It damages around the portal. Okay. So it's more reasons to swap back and forth in between the different stances. Okay. Barrier is now Cataclysm. I want to go back and return to Monkey. Barrier is now Cataclysm. Too much read. I'm sorry. It does. It's not just is anything. I read anything a lot. It winds me down. The AP cost of Cataclysm is now 5. I'm not sure if that's a nerf or buff, but we'll take it. It no longer displays a protective barrier. Well, I mean, it's no longer called barrier, so I would guess. It no longer gives armor when activated, because it's not a barrier. Can no longer cast effects on the turn when the heliotrope is carried at the start of the turn. So if a panda is holding you, you can't cast it. Reduces damage relative to AP cost, but the AP damage ratio is similar. Okay, that's over my head. I think I understand. Reduces damage relative to AP cost, but the AP damage ratio is similar. No, I'm not even gonna pretend I know what they talk about. It's all good. I'm okay at typing and writing things out, but as soon as I talk, I forget how words work. Yeah, same, very, very much the same. Oh, how are you gonna do that? Take that. When the spell is cast, the heliotrope no longer go through a portal until the end of their turn. Huh? Wait, so if you use Cataclysm, so I cast Cataclysm, I can't go through a portal. Okay. I got you. That's water element, right? Now we're on earth element. Adrian Aegis. It used to give buffs and armor to allies, I think. Like I said, I never got mine to 20, so I don't know. Adrian Aegis. The spell previous effect have been removed. Okay, so another removal. 5 AP, 3 to 5 range. It's just straight line. So, okay. It's a flat 135 earth damage. Places the most distant portal on the target. I can see how that works. If you put the portal on a target and use that skill that pushes people away, that's a good way to create a distance between you and your enemy. That I can already see how people can use that. You can use it twice per turn, but only once per target. Okay. So yeah, it's more of a positional thing. I see where they're going with that one. Wait, whoa, they changing it again? So so depending on what element you are, you go from barrier to cataclysm. But if you go earth, you go from cataclysm to trembler. Okay, so that depends on what element you're in. I'm understanding now. I get you. So it's 4 AP with 0 range, non-modifiable. It's earth damage around an heliotrope. So basically, like it's like Punch of the Crackler. If you use Punch of the Crackler as an Osa, the Punch of the Crackler also surrounds the summon. So it's kind of like that. Damage is indirect and may be critical. Oh, you can crit? Okay. And you can use it twice per turn. Oh, so that's why it was saying you get Wakfu points back if a portal is broken. So that means you don't that means the creatures can't destroy your portal. You yourself destroy the portal. Okay, I got you. Aegis is used to reflect or reduce distance damage, if I'm thinking correctly. Was pretty nice. Well, it looks like they changed it for the good. It looks like they changed it for the better right here. Clash is now limited to 2 turns, to 2 per turn. The skill hiding is no longer stealth. Health in exalted mode. The spell steals health when it doesn't go through a portal. So if you use it straight off, you steal health. Wow, that's funny. When the spells go through a portal, you get a damage boost. So there's no wrong way to use the spell. You can use it straight up and get health from it, or you can use it through a portal and get more damage from it. There's no wrong way to use that spell. It's now limited to 2 uses per turn. I mean, that makes sense because if you can use it like 3 or 4 times, that would be kind of cheating because you can still continue heal. Okay, it's taking the place of older spells named like permanent renaming for those who might know where their old spells went. Okay. Kiting and hiding. Hour-long low-level alien battles with peewees, yes. Alright, we're in Air Branch now. Torrential Flux. Max spell range is now 3 in a straight line. I'm guessing it went up. The Wakfu Trail glyph can stack instead of being replaced. Okay. I don't know what it does, so we're just gonna go okay. It's now limited to 2 uses per turn. Siphon now has 1 to 4 range in a straight line. Okay, so air deals with a lot of straight line. Okay. Remove the spell. Fucking y'all, stop yawning. Remove the spell's previous effect. Okay. Okay. Calm state pushes the target 1 cell. Exaltic state damages the target. 3 uses per turn. 2 uses per target. Ethereal Burst is now 3 AP. Armor removal has been removed. Okay. That sounds like a nerf. To be able to remove armor? It sounds like a nerf. Excuse me. Incurable applied is now 4. 4 turns? What do you mean? Incurable applied is now 4. Now limited to 2 uses per turn. 1 use per target. Wakfu Trail was like you burnt the ground along the path you attacked, and whoever stands there gets a little damage chipped. Let me double check that. Okay. Tempest. I think it did do something along the lines of that. The spell's previous effects in Exalted mode have been removed. Okay. When this spell is cast on a portal, it's literally its own line. First time chat viewer. What new class updates again? So far it's looking like the Echo Flips got the best update so far. We're currently going through Heliotrope. But welcome to the chat, by the way. This right here is killing me, right? Got the bullet point. You got what it does. Right? Tempest. When this spell is cast on a portal. I'm guessing it continues down here. That's what I'm guessing. But why would you space it and bullet point it like it's something on its own? So let's just read it straight through. When this spell is cast on a portal, damage is reduced on all the Heliotrope's other portals. Replicated. I'm sorry, my mind saw reduced. Damage is replicated on all the Heliotrope's other portals. Oh! Level 1 of Incurable equals 10% per level. So that means you got 40% of Incurable. That is... Woohoo! Okay, yeah, that is great. Okay, that's great. Okay, so this is another way Heliotropes can get more Wakfu points. When you use Tempest, the portal is destroyed. So destroying your portal gives you back Wakfu points. Honestly, I'll be honest, I don't like the idea of destroying my own portals. I don't like that idea at all. But it is a smart way, if you do it properly, to get Wakfu points back and just put another portal up. Damage from this spell can harm the caster, so don't shoot yourself. That's all that means. Don't shoot yourself. You can use it twice per turn. Unleashed Blade. Maximum range has been increased to 3. When the spell is not cast on a portal, the damage is increased. So you're better off just using it straight away. Don't throw it through a portal. Just use it straight away. Non-elemental skills. The portal is automatically unlocked at the start of a fight. It no longer requires control. Oh. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Destroying portals is for repositioning mostly. So why not just reposition the portal like we used to do? Why do we have to destroy it? I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. I just don't understand why we have to destroy the portal and then, you know. Exaltation is automatically unlocked at the start of the fight. AP cost is reduced by 1. Prevention. The effect on an ally has been removed. The effect on an ally has been removed. So I'm guessing if an ally has a debuff and you use prevention, it removes the debuff. That I'm just guessing. I don't know. The effect on an Heliotrope is now that apply. The effect on an Heliotrope is now that applied to an ally. Protection from being KO'd. So you can keep an ally from being hit and killed, or poisoned and killed? That's where my question is at. I'm going to guess it means the poison can't kill the character. That's what I'm going to guess. New spell, Citric Point. You unlock it at level 3, so it's an early spell. It's an early spell. It costs 2 AP, 1 to 4, and no line of sight. Nice! No line of sight. Oh, it can only be cast on a portal, though. That's the catch. What's up, my boy? Finally caught a stream. Welcome, welcome, Black Lion. Glad you can make it. Let's see. Portals might be too far away, and you might be repositioned. You might reposition the closest portal, which happens to be 1 tile close from you. We're trying to move. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I guess you can't cast it 1 turn early to have them revive them automatically afterwards to keep their turn like we used to. Now you have to wait for them to die first and then cast it. Oh, so it's a revival skill. Turn to have them revive them. Wait, so it used to be a revival skill. It's no longer a revival skill. That's what you're saying? What is that? I jammed my finger on something and now my hand hurts. Let's see. Citric Point. Yeah, that's where I was at. Can only be cast on a portal. Okay, I remember that. Attracts the aligned fighters by 2 cells in a 5-cell cross. So if I use it on a portal, it can stretch out 5 cells, and whoever it hit, it pulls them in by 2 cells. I understand. It also destroys the targeted portal, and you can use it twice per turn. Are these updates? Yes. I'm going through it for 2 reasons. 1, I want to know what's going on, and 2, I was originally going to read the updates as its own separate video, but I simply just don't have enough time to do that anymore with my serious work schedule. And when I do get a day off, it's literally like 1 day out of the week. So I normally don't get time to do anything. And my 1 day off, I spend it doing things like, well, other games, Final Fantasy. I play with games with family and stuff like today. So I just decided we're going to stream. We're going to talk about the updates. And then I'm going to do a few more quests with my Oogie Knack tonight. And then I'm going to call it. Okay, new spell, Wakfu Shield. You unlock this spell at level 15. 2 Wakfu points. It costs 2 Wakfu points, 1 to 4 range. It applies 6% of the target's maximum HP and armor. Oh, okay. So you can you build a tank now? Is that what I'm seeing? Does that mean tank builds are viable now? I still want mine to be in a berserker when I make mine. But now I'm wondering with this new update, if you can build the tank version now. Okay, my boy Dragon just left me a paragraph. Let me see what he said. You could cast it. They have the prevention buff. So if they die during that turn, they're revived, even if your turn has... Oh! Okay. So it's like a preventative measure, or a prevention, as the spell is named. Oh, Dragon has low HP. Let me cast Revive on him before he dies. In turn, Dragon dies. Dragon revives without skipping his turn. They removed that from what I'm saying. Oh, they removed it! Oh, ew! Oh, that's terrible! Thank you for that visualization. That now I understand it better. Oh, that's terrible! Alright, let's see. Where I leave off at. Okay, armor, yeah. Were there any updates to Sacriers? It was something small. I think one of the fire skills got a crit boost. That's about it. They fixed how crits work on one of the fire spells. That's it. We're still going down the list. We still got quite a bit to go. So if there's more, we're gonna find out. We still going down the list. If the spell, okay, we still on Wakfu Shield. If the spell is cast through a portal, the applied armor value is increased by 50%. So you can give yourself even about basically 56% if you cast it through a portal on yourself. Okay, got you. You can do it 2 use per turn. So what is that? 112. 1 use per target. So no. Okay, you only get 56. You can't do it twice. All right. Prevention requires you to be in a calm state to cast it. You also have a new spell, Barrier. This must have been what I was reading, where they keep talking about they changed Barrier. Okay. You unlock it at level 90. Mine's never made past 20, so... of course, I wouldn't know, you know? It costs 2 AP and 1 Wakfu point. And it has 1 to 3 range. Can only be cast on a portal. Okay. So you can only cast a barrier on a portal. Deploys a burial to cell circle glyph. Negative 20% damage inflicted for allies standing on a barrier. So do they have to stand on the barrier? I think we did see a skill that puts the barrier, that puts the portal on top of target. Oh wow, now prevention has to be on calm state. Shen, take a breather, then revive the teammate. Okay, he good. Go back to Angie. Yeah, it looks like you gotta calm down. Else you gonna try to revive your character and mess up and make it worse. Okay, here we go. We on the passives now. All passives, previous effects have been removed. So everything you know about passives, throw it out the window. Here we go. Resilience. At the start of the Heliotrope's turn, the Heliotrope inflicts 20% additional damage on enemies that were in close combat, making your Berserker Heliotropes even stronger. Medium. When casting a liner spell, well, that explains why you have a lot of liner spells. When cast a liner spell, if a portal is between a caster and a target, 20% damage is inflicted. This spell must not go through the portal. Hang on. When casting a liner spell, if a portal is in between, so I'm here, the portal, and the target. You want me to just throw it through the portal without touching the portal? That sounds pretty. That sounds pretty stupid. All right, so I got my portal here, right? I got my portal here. I got my partner here, right? I throw the spell, but I do not touch the portal at all. I don't touch the portal. Is that what you're telling me? It feels kind of asinine. It feels out of the way for no reason. It feels out of the way. Trapster. And it says the spell must not go through a portal. So the portal gotta be in a way for the additional buff, but you must not put it through the portal. Trapster. When inflicting damage from behind, 1 time per target and per turn, damage is increased 50%. The target gains 100 rare resistance until the Heliotrope's next. Why? That don't sound. Is that supposed to be for allies? I don't. Oh, that sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. The way, see, what I'm picturing, I could be wrong, but what I'm picturing is that I have an Eliotrope and a Shram on my team, right? Let's say my Eliotrope does the back attack. He now have 100% rare resistance. My Shram can't attack that target because he has 100% resistance. So it just makes the skill useless to me. Let's see what we got here. I think they mean that you can't redirect it through another portal for better range. Okay, if that's what they mean, then yeah, that makes sense. So they increase your rare damage for a single hit, then buff them up so you can't spam it. That's what it sounds like. It sounds really weird. Like, I really would not be using that. It sounds very, very weird. Fury. If your current HP is below 65%, you get 2 AP and negative 75 resistance? Is that something we want? I don't like the resistance loss. Especially at late game, when everything hits like a freaking truck. I don't like the resistance loss. Transitionary. When an ally or Eliotrope uses a portal once per turn, heals them 10%. Okay, I've known that one. I've already know that one. Effervescence, right? When you use effervescence in a calm state, you get 100% resistance, but you lose 10% damage that you inflict. Or is that 10% damage inflicted? Yeah. So you lose 10% of damage. However, if you use it in exalted state, you get a 20% damage increase, but you lose 50 resistance. Now, not 50%, you lose 50 resistance. That's iffy. I can see it, because 50% would be terrible. Losing 50 resistance flat, it's situational. That's very situational. Probably for Berserk. I don't know how Berserk players handle the resistance loss. Yeah, I agree. Because I am aware Berserk players are supposed to be below a specific health threshold. But if you're making your resistance worse, it doesn't matter how good your Berserker state is if you're dead. It don't matter. So I don't know. You know, pro players know how to do it. I'm not a pro, especially for Eliotrope. So Celestial Portal. I like that name, Celestial Portal. I don't know why. I just like, this is my first time hearing it. I just like the way it sounds. Celestial Portal. 20% damage inflicted by spells passing through a portal. Okay. And of course, you get a close combat nerf, which makes sense. You're not supposed to be close combat if you're playing as range. I understand that 100%. That is very, very self-understanding. I understand that. Okay, that makes sense. That makes all the sense in the world. Portal Discipline. 10% indirect damage. So that's like that punch of the crackler thing I was talking about. When you use the spell and it makes your portal do an AoE as indirect damage. Portal Discipline, that's good. When an enemy target starts their turn on a portal, they lose 2 MP and 50 light damage? Are they gaining that? It don't say negative. So are they gaining that till level 200? Or are we getting that? No, it's still highlighted as enemy. So we're giving them light damage. I guess it's pointless if it's not a light-based enemy. I guess. Let's see. Also for the portals that's in between, I think it's like this. The spell has a range of 3. The portals happen to be on tile 2, and you hit the target on tile 3. More damage. Yes. Yeah, I get that. More damage. The spell has a range of 3. Portal is at tile 3, but the target is at tile 5. Using the portal to hit the target at tile 5. Using the portal at tile 3 for better range. No bonus. Yeah. So I did get that. I still just feel like... Sorry, my lips are dry. I do understand that. But it still feel like it's way out of the way for me to just put the portal in between us, for me to have to hit you that's already behind a portal. It just feels out of the way. If that's the case, I might as well just be a portal user. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. Again, the pro players might know how to utilize that 100% efficiency. For you newcomers who's here, if y'all see me keep looking up, I'm double monitor. So this is the main monitor that I have everything on, but my monitor up here has my chat. So just to update you, just to inform you guys of why I'm not, looking at the camera. But yeah, no, I did understand. I feel like it's just extra work for just some damage. If that's the case, I might as well go portal build and then just get the extra damage by putting the portal and attacking through the portal. That's just how I feel. Let's see. Interstellar. The Heliotrope can only use the portal spell once per turn. 25% damage inflicted by the spell passing through the portal. Can only use the portal spell once per turn. That's bad. Because, as you brought up earlier, what if I gotta reposition the portal? I can't reposition it if I can only use the portal spell once per turn. That also makes destroying it useless. Not really? Because if I destroy the portal and put it up... No, okay. I think you can use it that way. Reminiscence. When an entity travels through one of the Heliotrope's portals, so enemies can go through it now because it says when an entity. So ally or enemy or Coney or whatever else go through it, through one of the Heliotrope's team's portals. It can't go through a portal again for one turn. That seemed pretty standard. Every 3 moves, the portal gains 1 Wakfu point. Okay. White Dimension. That's a pretty attractive name. That's a pretty attractive name. White's Dimension per target, portal, and close combat. 10% damage inflicted on this target. Huh? I'm not understanding. Per target's portal. So is that only against fighting other Heliotropes? Is that what that referring to? Light damage is now universal damage, I think. Like neutral damage. So they don't have to account for their elemental individuality for each monster. Do it buffs all their attacks, but removes MP, so it's harder for them to reach you. Although most enemies has like crazy MP as it is. Yeah, so yeah, it makes it pointless. It makes it stupid in my opinion. My opinion is all opinionated, especially as someone who haven't leveled an Heliotrope that far. I can only go based off what it sounds like and use my logic, and that sounds pretty stupid. But yeah, White Dimension is throwing me off because It says per target's portal in close combat. So I feel like that's PvP because if you're fighting another Heliotrope, if you use White Dimension, you can do 10% more damage for however many portals that the Heliotrope have around them. Portals can only be summoned next to an entity. And they throwing me off with the entity thing. Oh, okay, I like this one. Trepidation. The earphones got surround sound, and 200% of level as Berserk Mastery. Oh, I like that. I like that. Each portal near you increases your damage depending on how close the target is, but you cannot spawn a portal on top of the target itself. Okay, I was thinking that's what that meant. They should have been more clear for that, but I was thinking that's what it meant. I like trepidation. Space time. Portals last 2 turns. Portals cost 1 AP less. That's pretty good. That's really good. Portee. Oh. Limited to 2 portals. Spells that go through portals gives a health steal? Is that for every skill? Hold on. That really does make tank Heliotropes a thing. Because if you're constantly giving yourself shields and you're still in health, yeah. Wow, tank Heliotropes is a thing. Wonder if space-time removing the temporary portal recovers the 2 Wakfu if paired with the other passive. Something to be tested if people didn't do it already. Final shield. 2 maximum Wakfu points. Negative 15% to close combat damage suffered. Okay. Negative 15% damage inflicted. That's stupid. I understand that I'm holding a shield, but why am I suffering a damage debuff? That's stupid. Novice Sword. 2 maximum Wakfu points. 15% damage from behind. So basically, Novice Sword and then Trickster. Negative 1 range for all Heliotrope spells. Ew! That's definitely close combat. That's definitely close combat. Alright. Here we go. Moving on. Fekkas. Avalanche is now 2 per turn, 1 per target. I'm not sure if that's a buff or a nerf. Never played Fekka in this. I'm lying. I never played my Fekka for attacking. I've always used her for support. In fact, I think I do know what Avalanche... a piece of cotton. I lost it. In fact, I think I do know what Avalanche is, now that I'm thinking about it. It's been a while since I played, guys. So, you know, forgive me if I derp out. It's been a long time since I played. But yeah, Avalanche is now... Okay, I don't think I like the idea of it being 1 per turn now, though. I mean, it doesn't really change much because instead of shielding 2 allies, you can only shield 1 ally per turn now. That's basically what that's saying. Let's try this one. Pacification. I never... Elio has spell of 1 range, Novice Sword. Not if I've had anything to say about it, be gone! Let's see. Pacification. The pacification state currently sets damage inflicted to 30%. It's no longer possible to alter the state bearer's damage inflicted as long as the state is present. The pacified state currently set damage and inflicted to 30%. Okay, so basically it set things to 30% and you can't change it. That's what I'm thinking it means. Okay. I'm not sure if that's a nerf or buff. People who've played Feka for a long time, you guys can tell me. I'm really not sure on that one. I never really use glyphs. I do put them down, but I don't really focus on them. So the Feka's offensive glyphs are now limited to 5 triggers per turn. Do they stay on the? They don't even stay on the field that long. Wow. Does that mean 5 targets? Is that what that's saying? With 5 triggers? Probably means you can't stack it with 30% buff it already gives. Okay. But the offensive glyphs, okay, are limited to 5 triggers per turn. So I think that means you can't have like a whole army of people in your glyph and all of them get hit. It's only going to hit 5 of them and then that's it. That's what I'm thinking that means. Used to give myself 40% hammer shield for close combat, media shield for crit, yeah, and then pacification for the extra hard bonking. Okay, yeah. All right, I figured that's what they was going for. I thought that's what they was going for. Hupper Mage, they only got one thing, resonance. Their range is now increased from 1 to 2, so far it sounded like a buff. In a straight line, it's non-modifiable, so you can't nerf it, you can't increase it. They fire damage has been increased. Way to go. Way to go. Good job. When a rune is possessed, fire damage is reductible. When a rune is possessed, fire damage is reducible. I don't is that warning me or is that just telling me that I can reduce my damage? If you are telling me I can reduce my damage, the question would be why would I want to reduce my damage? So I'm a little questionable about that. I'm not sure. All right, here you go. Here go Yops. I used to like Yops. My Yop was an agility Yop. I love the combos with the Yop. Let's see what they got. Oh! Yop's Wrath is now limited to 2 per turn. It's always been 2 though, right? Yeah, it's always been 2. It's been so long since I played. It's always been 2. I remember using it twice per turn. So, okay, it did nerf or buff it. I remember only using it once per turn. It's once to activate it, and the second turn to get the damage boost. So it's always been 2 per turn already. Devastate is now limited to 2 uses per turn. I'm not sure what Devastate is. Oh, jab combo no longer inflicts damage in area of effect or around the target. Ew! Never mind. Never mind. Okay, we lost the area of effect, but we still damage. That's okay. I think I like that. Oh, that was my reaction. No, I think I like it. I like the fact that it steals damage. It's more damage for us to do. So I think I like that. I think I like that a lot. At first, I was a little upset. The AOE is gone, but no, I like the additional damage. The question is though, here's the question: how long do we keep that damage buff? Is it for that turn? Because am I supposed to just use jab combo? And then, now I don't know about the names, but I do know by doing it, like uppercut jabs, uppercut fury. Is that, you know what I mean? I think I like it. I haven't been on obviously to try it yet, but I think I like it. Okay. Here we go, Oogie Net. Now we see I just started my Oogie Net, brand new, so I'm not gonna know much of nothing. Brand new Oogie Net, level 12. Not gonna know much of nothing, but here we go. Job combo is now purely single target. Would have been great if they kept the AoE plus heal. That would, but then we'd be broken at that point. It only triggers once. Gatling Gust, then 2 jabs, 1 MP, 6 AP cost. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you do it and then get the buff, right? Once you get the buff from the jab combo, and then do one of your other, like a Gatling Gust combo or something, isn't that a good thing? That means your jab combo, or not the jab, your Gatling Gust combo is going to do more damage. Isn't that what that's saying? Yeah, 1 second. Oh, Black Lion, thank you for the follow and welcome to my World of 12. Oh, Black Lion with the sub. Ah, thank you, Black Lion. Very, very appreciated. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right, let's see. Bone Breaker. Apply bleeding and fracture vials on the. That's so good. Oh, that's so good. Okay, I like that. That's so good. Bleeding and fracture can only be triggered once per target. What's the quickest way to level? Okay, so I did kind of make a small guide on that. They got nerfed, but it just says it does more damage. The quickest way to level, I made a small guide on it. Well, I touched on it, but I think just going to areas that are like anywhere from 2 to 5 levels higher than you is what you want to do. I grind for my levels. You can also farm dungeons. Dungeons is a great way to level up as well. And then, of course, there's the classic way, which is quests. I personally hate quests. I don't remember if I told you, but I used to comment under your videos. Oh, Sin Sloth. Oh, that's you. Oh, what up, Sin? Yeah. Oh, definitely glad you can make it. Oh, yeah, you're a long-time viewer. I remember you, my boy. I definitely remember you. But yeah, all right, Sin, welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. So yeah, again, if I'm looking at your chat. Yeah, competitive dungeons, reduced dungeon level is good. Yep, that's another good way to level. I prefer grinding, but yeah, that also works. Poisons for Oogies got nerfed. They made them stronger, but trigger less often. Okay. So I think that's pretty stupid that they... Oh, man. If you gonna buff it, buff the poison. Pugency. The damage value has been increased. So we got a buff. Appeasement. The skill can now be cast on an ally. Okay. The spell range is now 2 instead of 0. Okay. The cooldown period has been decreased to 3 turns. Okay, it's looking good for Oogie Next across the board. It's looking good. Canine Art regenerates 6% of missing HP. and full fury each time the K9 glyph or poison is triggered. It's looking great for Oogies right now. I believe my highest level is 86. I'm in the 140s somewhere. I'm definitely up in the 140s. Yeah, so yeah, Oogies is looking real good right now. Pandawas can now run in combat when carrying their barrel or a fighter. For real, this time. I don't think I've ever noticed. I don't think I've ever noticed the difference. My pandas up there in the 140s. I don't think I ever paid that. Sax used to heal. Yeah. They used to heal. Barrel hop is now limited to one use every 2 turns. That don't sound good. I guess I never needed to use it more than once, so I never paid it no mind. But, okay, we'll let it pass. I've never played rogues, so I'm going to just read and hopefully it sounds okay. Rogues. Ooh, they got a big category here too. The explode bomb passive no longer removes too high a bonus value after 2 turns, in which where the maximum bonus was reduced. The explode bomb passive no longer disappears after a single turn when the bomb is applied with dynamite, for example. Okay, like I said, I've never played yeah, so yeah, Sacrifice used to do the same thing they did in Dofus. Rogue is fun to play with lots of setup. Great during boss battles and repositioning if you do it right. I've seen some videos with a lot of rogues, and it almost made me want to make one. The thing is, I have to remember that these people have practiced and played for a long time. I can't just pick it up and just be doing what they do. So that's what I have to remember. And I get inspired by a lot of players all the time, and that's part of the reason why I jump around from character to character instead of just... I know Osis. I know and I love Osis to death. I picked up Yops, and now I'm good with Yops. Sackcry was my tank. I had my Sackcry in my tank, but I recently turned my Sackcry to Panda. I felt Panther was a better tank than my Sackcry, but I might be wrong about that. Either that or I'm not playing my Panda right. So, yeah. Yeah. Changes to the spells. The volume shown are at level 200. Oh, so I'm definitely not going to know what the hell they talking about. The rogue bombs are unlocked at the start of the fight. You're going to have it on the 3rd spell bar. Ooh, they got a new fire spell called Sticky Bomb. It has 2 AP, 1 Wakfu. It will consume 2 AP and 1 Wakfu point. It has 1 to 4 range. Applies a Sticky Bomb state. Okay, so it sounds like it works like it worked in Dofus. Now I have a rogue in Dofus. When the target dies or 3 turns go by, fire damage 92 around the target in a 2-cell circle. That sounds amazing. They just mean damage values. Okay. Panda might be better tank, but Sack is way more fun. I do agree with that. I do have fun with the Sackcry. I picked the Panda as my tank, but I don't have proper armor to lock all my allies yet. So, lock all my enemies yet. So I still got to work on that. All that effect still applies. Okay. They have a new Earth spell called a Cumbing Shot, which has 5 AP, 1 to 3 range, in a straight line. 135 flat earth damage. Connection. Add single target mastery to area effect mastery. Uses 2 uses per turn, 1 use per target. They have a new air spell called Obliteration. Now that sounds very attractive. Has 6 AP, oh, 1 range, and is non-modifiable. 162 air damage and a 3-cell vertical straight line. Damage is only inflicted on enemies. Oh, that's good. So you can't hit your allies. That's amazing. Excellent. I hate when they say that. Entities targeted by the spells are teleported 2 cell further. Okay, so that just means like anything, I guess. You can only use it once per turn. I mean, obviously, that thing on things costs 6 AP. It sounds like it hit hard. Blunderbuss connection is now adds an area effect to single target mastery. Oh, nice. Smoke bombs remove previous effect, barrier, and immunity to bomb damage. Okay. Cast on an ally, -10 range damage received. So it basically buffs them for range damage. They get a shield for range damage. It no longer blocks the line of sight. I don't know why would it block a line of sight. Cast on an enemy. Why would I buff them? Because it says the same thing. Oh, okay, I'm reading it wrong. I'm so sorry. It's not saying the same thing. It's still nerfing them. Because they still inflicting 10% less damage. Alright, you guys asked for it. Here we go. We're on the Sack Crier. Use smoke bombs on the ally. Ally no longer blocks your line of sight. Oh! Yeah, okay, I see it now. See how much a single word in a sentence make? But now I understand. You guys asked for it. Here we go. Sack Criers. Many effects and spells descriptions have improved. Ooh. Several spells have been reworked so as to have more consistent and varied kit. Okay. Limits on the number of uses per target or turns have applied to spells. This is a central change so that characters will be forced to use several options and therefore required to adapt and make different decisions more often. Okay. A lot of these are betterly understood once you actually start trying them. Yep. And like I said, a lot of these classes that they played now, Sack Crier, I played a long time. So I do know Sack Crier pretty much. I do know Sack Crier a lot. So limits on the number of you. Okay. Changes so that the character will be forced to use several options and therefore requires to adapt and make different decisions more often. So you're trying to artificially make them harder, but some of us, we like that kind of thing. Since both punishment and bloodthirsty punishment spells can be seen as mandatory, they have been added to a third spell bar at the start of the fight. In addition, a new non-elemental spells have been created. Passive also have been reworked to match the new passive models. So here we go, guys. It really sounds like a Sack Crier got reworked completely over. Several new passive, 15 and 20 depending on the class. Passive are aimed at changing the direction, the way the player way of playing the character. Passives have only one level and are unlocked up to level 100. Passive no longer varies the effect of optional spells. New true mechanic, Anger, renamed to Fury. Nice! Nice! I always knew it was Furry and Furry. I always knew it was Fury, but I never understood it why they called it anger. Anger. You got three R's in it. Anger. So I never knew why they had it called anger. Now I'm glad they renamed it the Fury. That's a lot better. Natural mechanic. Wakfu regeneration. Our intention was to encourage Sacriers to expose themselves. Yes, because we're tanks. Let's go. I agree with that. Let's go. Let's see what you guys did. Spells that require Wakfu points are mostly movement spells for oneself and targets. Thus, the damage and tanking roles interact better with these classes' positioning side. A damage burst spell also requires Wakfu points to reward good positioning. So I'm guessing that's for like agility. Agilities are very good with positionals. Let's see. Dragon says, speaking of which, on your last video, I saw your Oogie capped Fury at 30. With a passive, it reached 40. That's why the bar didn't completely fill. Oh. Yeah, I was still figuring out how the Fury thing worked too. Because thinking about it the Dofus way, when your Fury reached a certain amount, then you was able to manually transform. No, you automatically transform. But on or now, it looks like you manually transform, and it looks like you can do it at will. And I like it because it also recovers Wakfu after every time you transform. So I like the way Oogies are now. I do. And I was, as you can see last video, I was learning it as I was playing. And that's what I hope to continue to do, to continue learning as I play. I didn't expect it to take two. I ain't even gonna get much gameplay in tonight. It's already going on 12. Alright, I guess we can just leave it as just the nerf and buff system today. Because I don't build too loud and be too loud. My mom's another one. Alright, let's see. Wakfu generation is 2 Wakfu points per turn, where the Sacrier loses HP due to an attack by an enemy. This condition is also met if the Sacrier lost 20% of their HP, damage suffered from allies at allied attacks or backfiring damage. So your allies can hit you and target your Wakfu regeneration as well? Ooh, if that's true, if that's true, nice. Okay, these values are showed at level 200. Here we go. Fire spells. Where my fire Sakurai is at, guys? Where you guys at? Blood Rush, 3 AP, 1 range, non-modifiable. 99 fire damage flat. Flame return 33. You get 3 uses per turn. Bloodthirsty Fury, let's go! 2 AP, 1 to 3 range, straight line casting. 58 fire. Health still 100% of the damage, baby. Let's go. 2 uses per turn. Burning Blood. Now, see, now I feel like I'm going to go back to my Sakurai now. Burning Blood. 4 AP. 0 range. Non-modifiable. 135 damage adjacent to the caster. You don't need a booster, just so you know. I known this for a while too. You don't need a booster anymore. You still get 100% of the EXP. But you do, I believe you do get more EXP with the booster. You definitely don't need it no more because you do get 100%. But I think you get rewarded extra EXP for being boosted. I think that's how it is now. Is that the end of this soundtrack? Let's move into something little more rock because we on Sacrifice now. And I do this one a lot, but I do like being in what's the epic section? Here we go. No, that's the weekly league. It's supposed to be an epic section. Here we go, epic gaming. I like this one. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's mainly what I use it for too. So yeah, definitely. Burning Blood. Did I read Burning Blood? No, I didn't read Burning Blood. 4 AP, no range, non-modifiable. 135 fire damage, adjacent to the caster. The caster loses 10% of their maximum HP. 2 uses per turn. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense because, well, the fire tree is really good for Berserker because you damage yourself and you increase your rage at the same time of Fury. Still need booster for heroes, but free players now get full EXP without the booster unlocked before. Yeah. I'm really glad they changed that because that was honestly that was pretty stupid. I understood what they was going for, but it still was bad. But I do like the fact that the booster is for, you know, more than one character. I wish Dofus do that. If Dofus do that, oh my gosh, it's over. Cage of Blood. I love the animation to this skill. Cage of Blood. I love the animation to this skill. No! No! No, that first line just killed me. That first line just killed me. Oh no. It no longer steals health. Why not? Why not? What do you do then? Oh, that just killed me. It no longer steals health. It applies a level 4 incurable. Why? Why? No! No! Why? Negative 40%. Negative 40% of heals. Why? I loved that skill. They broke it. They broke my skill. I loved Cage of Blood. Why would you do that? No. Oh, why would you do that? Ah. Punishment is 3 Wakfu, 1 range. This is like our major special attack skill. The caster doesn't have 100 Fury. Set the caster's HP to 20%. Oh, if the caster doesn't have. Fire is looking terrible now. I don't. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's gonna take a lot of trial and error for fire now. For me to do fire sack right now. Why did they change Cage of Blood? That makes me so sad. Oh my gosh. Cage of Blood was my skill. Cage of Blood got me out of so many terrible situations when I get surrounded by a boss and his minions and I'm dying. Cage of Blood, you get my health back. Cage of Blood, you get my health back. Cage of Blood, you get my health back. Oh, why would they do that? Oh, that hurt. That hurt. And combo, no. That hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. Punishment. Alright, if I don't have 100 Fury, it sets my HP to 20%. 230 to 184 fire damage. That's terrible. That's our special attack. What are y'all doing? Why are y'all doing this to us sack criers, dude? Come on. And 2 turns to recast. Alright, here we go. My tank build. Rocky Foot. I was also a tank sack crier. Oh, Rocky Foot. The armor gain no longer varies based on missing HP. Fixed armor gain has increased. That's excellent. The second line here. The first one, my question is that since it's no longer based on missing HP, does that mean it counts off my maximum HP at all times? If so, that is excellent. And you're now limited to 3 uses per turn. The spell range of Sacrifice Fist is now 1 to 4 and is non-modifiable. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really know how I feel about that. Insanity. Oh, okay, that's like that little combo skill that gives you a shield. I know what that is. All right. The cost is now 2 AP and 1 Wakfu. What was it before? I never really paid attention to what it was before. Damage has decreased. Why? Oh. I get it because we're supposed to be the tank. I understand. But we still have to do damage, dude. Come on. Is now limited to 2 uses per turn. Colonnade. Range is now 0 to 2, non-modifiable. Oh, okay. Is that the one when he does this? And okay, I think I know what skill this is. The spell requires a target to be cast on. No! Is now limited to 2 uses per turn. Okay. Oh no, Smasher is the combo. No longer costs Wakfu! Fixed armor gain has been removed. I don't know what that means. The armor gain based on missing HP has increased. Okay. I think that's a good thing. Okay, I think that's a good thing. That sounds good. It's now limited to 2 use per turn. 1 per target. Okay. I've only ever always used it once or twice. I never used it more than once or twice. Well, that's because it costs Wakfu, but now it doesn't. Now it doesn't cost Wakfu, so that's great. Rippling Tattoo. We are on agility sacrifice now. Rippling Tattoo has been renamed to Adversion. For further updates within this catalog, it will provide small text boxes that has scrollable patch updates you can swap between so you don't get confused on where to check next. Okay, all right, cool. 100 damage if the target is stabilized. Oh, nice. So if you think you slick by stabilizing yourself, I'm gonna do more damage to you. All right, cool. Motion Sickness, let's go. This is my skill. I love Motion Sickness. Can only be cast on the Sacral. Oh, no! No! Oh my gosh, why y'all doing this to my Sacrars? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, it's not necessarily nerfs, but you're changing the playstyle. Oh. I don't know how we gonna deal with fire sacrifice. We don't heal ourselves no more. Oh yeah. Why will I need -1 movement spell, -1 range to movement spells? That's stupid. The point of agility sacrifice is to move around. Moving an enemy inflicts 31 damage on it. Moving the Sakurai gives them 3% of current HP and arm. Oh. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And they now take 3 turns to recast. Don't worry, Shin. It only gets worse. Yeah, it's hurting. It's hurting on on a deep level, man. I know a Sakurai is we're masochists, but come on, man. We gotta survive, dude. Come on, man. Assault. The spell cost is now 1 AP, 1 Wakfu point. So I never used Assault before, so I'm not sure how good or bad that is. The damage has been decreased. Okay, that's bad. Sakurai's got nerfed. Only thing I'm saying is decrease. Sakurai's got hit. They came at us with the hammer. What the hell? And now I don't think I want my Sakurai back. I think I'll stick with the damn panda. Spiritual Tempest. The spell AP cost is now 3. Okay, I never knew what it was before. No longer switches places in rotation to the center. Oh, that's spirituals. Okay. Pushes around the center. How do you push something that's in the center? Are you saying it pushes things around this center? That's what I'm thinking you're saying. Damage and range have increased. Minimum of 2 range is now 2 now. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. Oh my gosh. Light speed. The spell AP cost is now 4. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. The damage has decreased accordingly, but increased in proportions to the spell's cost. That sounds stupid. What? That don't make no sense. The spell costs no longer decrease if this. Oh, that's terrible! Nah, I'm staying the panda. I'm sorry. That's the final straw there. That's the final straw there. I'm staying the panda. Nah. It used to cost 4 AP. It means it applies in the cross glyph area and relative to where the center tile is. The tiles next to it are pushed. Okay, that's what I was thinking. If you use motion sickness, it used to decrease the cost of light speed. Now they said, nope, we don't do that no more. The spell's animation is faster for more than 4 targets. It's faster if more than 4 targets are in the spell's area of effect. That's useless. That's stupid. Now limited to 2 per turn. They destroyed Sakurais. I'm sorry. I was thinking about going back to Sakurais. Nope. They killed them. They killed them. Nobody. No. Oh no. Non-elemental spells. Attraction. The spell cost is now 2 Wakfu points. Why? The spell's range is now 2 to 7. Non-modifiable. Okay. Okay. 2 to 7. Alright. I'll get it. Alright. Sacrifice. The AP cost is now 3. Sacrifice now apply a 50 elemental resistance bonus to all allies. That's pretty good. As support. Range is now 0 to 2. Modifiable. Okay, so you can modify it. Transposition. The spell cost is now 1 AP, 1 Wakfu point. The spell range is now 2 to 6. Modifiable. Okay. Signaling armor. The spell range is now 0 to 1. Non-modifiable. Can be cast on the ally. Fold punishment is automatically unlocked at the start of the fight. The spell's AP cost is now 1. I thought it was always 1, but whatever. I'll take it. Bloodthirsty Punishment is automatically unlocked at the start of the fight. The spell's AP cost is now 1. The spell applies a 50% damage inflicted penalty. Of course it does, because we need that to increase our fury. You know what you took away? The fact that we used to heal ourselves. Why would you take away our healing skill? I don't understand. And then you make it so if we try to heal with an Eni, we got a 40% heal reduction. It's stupid. New spell called Gash. 1 AP, 6 range, no line of sight. Can only be cast on a non-enemy target. Huh? Neutral damage 10% of the caster's current HP. Non-enemy target. So I'm attacking my allies? Why? Is that for summons? Or would summons be considered an enemy? The target gains 25% damage inflicted for the next spell for 2 turns. So it is a buff. You hit. So you hit your ally for 10% of my current HP. For them to have a 25% damage increase. New spell, Burning. 4 AP, 0 range, non-modifiable. Applies a large amount of flaming damage around the Sad-Crier at the start of their turn. If the Sad-Crier doesn't hit anyone, they suffer the damage of the flaming themselves. Still no heal, bro. Still no heal. 2 turns of recharge. All passives, previous effects have been removed. Okay. Wrath. 5% damage inflicted in close combat. (1% damage, close combat damage inflicted per 4 fury points. -1 MP. Tattooed Blood. That's actually really good. I remember that. This is actually really good. 6% of the level as HP. 20% block, and you lose 1 range. Ah yes, Akama. Explain Flaming, a status effect we've been using for years, but not everything else you're changing. You know what? It don't surprise me that Akama managed to botch another system of changes, because they don't make no sense. Is Sad-Criers really was that bad in PvP that we had to take away our only self-heal skill? Cage of Blood was our only fire self-heal skill. It was our only skill, period. And then on top of that, you made it so we have a 40% incurable state. Like, that is, oh my gosh, our Sakurai is that terrible in PvP. Wakfu Veins. At the end of the turn, if the Sakurai has below 75% of their HP, it restores 1 Wakfu point. Mobility, self-explanatory. 2 MP, 10% range damage suffered. We get more MP, but we suffer range damage. Okay, so that means we can't be far away from the target. Okay, got it. Blood Pact. This was also really good. I used to use this a lot too. 800% of the level as HP. 10% damage inflicted as Berserk. So yeah, Blood Pact was for Berserk build. Liberation. 5% damage inflicted. 1% damage inflicted per 5 Fury points. You lose 15% of your maximum HP, which is okay if you're playing Berserk build. That's okay. Transcendence. At the start of the fight, adds discipline as distance mastery to melee mastery. Adds melee mastery to distance mastery. Huh? Okay, whatever. I guess it depends on how you use it. It change accordingly. But right there, you're just terrible at describing what the fuck it's supposed to do. Blood Trail. Per fury points below, 6% of level as locked. Per fury points above. Oh, so if you're below 50, it locks you. If you're above 50, it turns into dodge. Okay. Alright. Smasher. 25% damage inflicted on a target that has more HP than the Sacryer. If I'm a tank, you shouldn't have more than me. Shin, I went back and I think Cage of Blood gives the incurable debuffs to the enemy, not yourself, but still no heal still. Okay, that's a little better because that means if I have an Eni in my party, the Eni can still heal me. So that's not that terrible anymore. That's okay now. Wait, Smasher's stupid. Okay, maybe it's for Berserk build. It gotta be for Berserk build. Because 25% damage inflicted on a target that has more HP than the Sacryer. Okay. If not, you're dealing negative 15% otherwise. Okay. I understand it, and I'm assuming it's for Berserk builds. Cling to Life. If the Sacryer has 20% of current HP, negative 20% of current HP, 3 AP, and negative 2 MP for 1 turn. From what I'm saying, you now have to choose if you want to be a tank or damage. You can't do both anymore. That's exactly what I'm seeing. That's exactly what I'm seeing. And that's terrible. In my opinion, that's terrible. Blood Flow. Generates 1 Wakfu per enemy target by a spell during the turn. Maximum of 3. You lose 60% of your armor. Dangerous Game. I like the way that sounds. I never had this skill. If the Sacryer has below 35% of current HP, 100% heals are received. Okay. If the Sacryer has greater than 35% of HP, 75% hit. Oh, wait, that's negative 75. I don't like that spell anymore. I don't like that spell anymore. Vision. If the Sacryer has below 65% of current HP, you have negative 1 range. If the Sacryer has greater than 65% HP, you have plus 2 range. So that's good for agility and positional. Okay. Burning Armor. This is tank. 70% armor received. Okay. Negative 2 maximum Wakfu points. I would have said that's bad. It is. You can no longer be a juggernaut. We gotta be mortals now. My feels when I get major heal once, but then it gets debuff afterwards. But yeah, right? I know, right? Now, burning armor, I would have said was bad if not for the fact that tank Sacryers have an easy way to generate Wakfu points. So this one is not that bad. Wakfu Pack. 3 Wakfu points, 15% damage inflicted. Why would I want to nerf my damage? For the Wakfu trade-off? We're already doing bad as it is, especially if I'm playing tank. I'm not nerfing my damage more. And that's by percentage, not even by a flat. So that's terrible. Sackcry Heart, I used to use this a lot too. 250% of max level as melee mastery. Your current Wakfu points are half. That I don't remember. That has to be a change. I don't remember that. Executioner. If the target has greater than 50% current HP, the Sackcry inflicts negative 15% damage on it. Why? If the target has negative 50%, the Sackcry inflicts 25%. This ain't making no sense. I literally just read a skill not too long ago that said if the target has more HP than me, then I do more damage. But Executioner says if he has more HP, then you do less damage. So what is the point? Okay, next. This is getting stupid. This is really starting to upset me. I'm really disappointed in what they did with Sackcryers. Pillar. Per adjacent enemy, the Sackcrier at the start of the turn heals 10% of missing HP. Okay. They get 30% elemental resistance and negative. Okay, so that's for tanks. That is great. That is for tanks. I like that. That is good. Sackcry, Temple, and Brackmar is possible to pray to the goddess Sackcry and Brackmar to choose the multi-arm visual. Is this another skill? 2 arms below 50% HP, 4 arms with 100 Fury. Permanent multi-arms, 4 arms for the whole fight, regardless of the Sapphire's HP value. Oh, the arms. Okay, I understand. Alright, I get it. Sedita. The ultra powerful is limited to 1 per Sedita pact or outlaw PvP combat. They don't want you flooding the game no more, Seditas. Stop flooding the game with your dolls. Stop it. Executioner is the other way around. In game. Okay. Shrams. Okay, Shrams was already really freaking powerful. Okay. They was already really powerful. Let's see what they did to Shrams. You do more damage if the enemy is up. You do more damage if the enemy is below 50%. Yeah, it's stupid. That's for visual changes mostly. Optional arms, you don't want to wait till a certain HP value for them to appear. I actually like when the arms come out because that tells me, oh shit, it's crunch time. So I actually like when the arms come out. That lets you know you're about to do the most damage you can. You're about to F some stuff up. And you better heal. I like the arms at low HP. Shram's punishment. The spin range is now 1 minimum, 1 to max. It's non-modifiable. Damage inflicted is now single target instead of being adjacent to the Shram. Okay. Applies incurable and crumbly in addition to punishment. Oh, it adds to it. Okay. Execution. Damage inflicted is now in a 1-cell cross instead of being single target. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. It's now limit. Oh, you messed it up. It's now limited to 1 use per turn. That's stupid. Perfidious attack. Now limited to 3 use per turns. Per target usage limits has been removed. Okay, I guess they removed the limit so you can use it 3 times per turn. Okay, so, all right. Forceful blow has been limited to 2 per turn. I don't remember ever using it more than 2 times per turn anyway. Assassination, if the target dies after being hit by a trap, I never use trap, the bonus is now 20% damage inflicted, 2 AP, and regenerates a Wakfu. Okay. I never really used traps anyway. Fogonauts. Charring. Damage has been increased. Yeah, because they needed more damage. Now limited to 3 uses per turn. 2 uses per target. Flemble. Now limited to 3 use per turn. Evaporation. Cast on oneself. The spell restores 3 AP. Okay. Shebang. Now limited to 2 uses per turn. Microbot. Can be cast on an entity. Turret. Reduces the range damage suffered by 80% if it's on a microbot. Oh, so if you shoot your microbot, it just... Okay. Stasis Resolver, whatever. Reservoir. Stasis Reservoir. Also increases stasis damage by 3% per current Wakfu. Because, yeah, they need more damage. Why? They don't. Fogonauts are really strong. And you're going to give them more damage. But Sacriers, let's hit them with the hammer. Zellers. Looks like Zellers got some work done to them. Clocks. I'm going to try to go through a little faster. It's getting really late. So we're going to try to go through a little bit more fast. And I think Zellers are really, really, really difficult. So if you guys play Zeller, or if you guys even main Zeller, tip of the hat to you. This class is really difficult for me. You have to be on an odd number. You got to be on an even number. You got to know tick. You got to know talk. It's a lot that go with Zeller. So I really respect you Zeller players. With that being said, here we go. Clock. This spell previous effect have been removed. AP, 5 AP, 1 to 2 range in a straight line. Inflicts 125 water damage at the start of the turn. For every 12 Wakfu gain, the spell effects are double. Okay. 2 uses per turn. 1 per target. So this ain't the skill I was thinking it was. I thought it was the thing that you put on the floor and you use, bounce around, tick tock or whatever. That's not the skill I thought it was. Underhand. The spell range is now 2 to 4 in a straight line, non-modifiable. The spell can no longer be cast on a caster. Okay. The spell teleports the target's 2 cell further away. Switches places if the cell is occupied. 2 uses per turn, 1 use per target. Paradox. The straight line casting condition has been removed. I'm not sure. I have no idea what any of these mean. I've only played Zeller for a short amount of time before I considered them too difficult to use. Changes to passives. Dial Master. The passive previous effect have been removed. The current hour only advances if the Zeller is located on an hour cell. The dial cooldown period is now 2 turns. Pertent. A 10% range damage inflicted bonus has been added. Get more damage the further you're away. That's pretty cool. Combat Mage. 50% element resistance bonus has been added. A Course of Time. The passive now works with Temporal Twist as well as the Against the Clock. Targets no longer need AP to be targeted by the passive's effect. When the Zeller casts 3 positions switches, causes 3 position switches. Okay. They gain 1 Wakfu. So just moving people around, you get Wakfu for it. Course of time is limited to 3 AP removal attempts on the same target within the same turn. Oh, my hat look crooked. Okay. Shriveling. A 10% indirect damage bonus have been added. Counterclockwise. The problem with the current hour returning to the 11th hour in reverse has been fixed. Okay, so that's more of a fix. All right. And last but not least, Masquerader, also known as Zabal. With the classic mask, the Masquerader can no longer be locked. Oh shit. If they are adjacent to a single KO'd enemy. Several spell icons have improved. Dry Cough has been renamed to Sigh. The name is more consistent with the animation as well as the spell icon. So it's just a few fixes. They didn't really get any nerfs above. Just a few fixes here and there. Fix several bugs that prevent the mass spirit from accessing mass on a third spell bar. Erosion. The damage inflict penalty has been increased to negative 25%. That sounds good. That sounds good. The resistance removal effect is now in Psycho Mask. The resistance removal effect is now in the Psychopath Mask. It replaces the mass damage inflict bonus if the passive is selected. And that's it for the updates. I bounced around a lot in the beginning, but yeah, we got some dungeons, miscellaneous. But yeah, that looks like it's it. Oh, that's why my OSA got moved to a later time. So yeah, they just completely ignoring me. I'm just going through some of the comment sections to see if we can get a better understanding. Some of the classes updates on the patches if you want to check it out. Okay. Make execute with an area spell is a bad idea. Shram doesn't have many area spells. That's how I feel. And now I have the most powerful spell as an area spell. Why in common? How can I make a stat build and choose an equipment now? You should try using trauma. It's an air spell that serves essentially the same purpose as the old single target version of execution. People crying for nerfs. This is why we get them. And the worst part is they listen to them. Stop listening to people who want nerfs. Because a lot of these people don't know what they're talking about. This is my opinion. My opinion, but I feel strongly about this. This is my opinion, but I feel strongly about this. I feel people who cry for nerfs are people who don't want to take their time and learn how to play the game. They just want instant gratification. It's too hard to beat a Shram because if they get behind me, they kill me. Learn how to get around that. There is ways to do that in every game. Dofus and Kama, Wakfu, they are no exceptions. There is ways to get around everything in this game. Learn your character. I hate when people do this. This right here. I hate when people do this. Stop crying for things to get nerfed. Learn how to play your character. And then it makes it worse. And Kama actually listens to them. Do you even play your game in Kama? And I'm not being smart ass. I'm not being funny. I'm asking a general question. Because if you play your game and learn your characters, you yourself can see if these classes really need a nerf or buff. A lot of the times, these games do that, Dolphus. And then they gotta go back and fix it because, oh, we messed up. Yeah, you messed up because it didn't need it. I hate when people do that. I really do. It really upsets me. Stop crying for things to get nerfed. I'm gonna put a dislike too, and I'm gonna do it on stream. Oh, I'm not signed in. I hate when people do that. Learn your game, learn your character, learn how to play. Yeah, it makes it worse for people like me who use unusual builds and more sets because everyone else wants to play the same basic way. Yeah, everybody, it's called following the meta. Every game do this. I hate that. Even in Final, see Yoshi P, him and his team, they actually play the game. They actually play the game. So they don't listen to everybody when somebody goes, nerf this, nerf that. Instead, you know what Yoshi P do? He said, I'm not nerfing no more. Ever. No more. Instead, if something's overpowered, he's going to buff everybody else to match them. Okay? We just got a class in Final Fantasy called the Reaper. Okay? Brand new class built from the ground up. So naturally, there's going to be some miscalculation somewhere. The numbers was too high. They messed up. You know what they did? Instead of everybody bitching, nerf Reaper, Yoshi P said, no, instead I'm buffing everything else so we can stand on the same equal footing. All these games need to learn that. Stop nerfing stuff because people crying. Yoshi P and his team, they really played the game, so they know, okay, we messed up here, let's fix it. I'm tired of this, ooh, we can't beat Sackcriers, they're too tanky, and we gotta nerf their shields. Dolphus, Fekkas are too defensive, strong, so let's nerf them. That's stupid. You're hurting us PvM players because now these bosses are beating our asses because you nerfed our defense. This is the perfect song, because this is how I feel right now. It's the perfect song. I hate when they do this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I really do. Okay, I would read this, but I don't understand Eliotrope enough to understand his point, his or her, so I'm just gonna skip. Oh, she did an in-depth fill too. See, people like this is somebody who know their character. You see what I'm saying? This is somebody who know their character. And he or she didn't say, I hate Eliotrope. Or I hate this update. I hate this buff. I hate this nerf. No, they said they feel it would work better if they had listened to some of the feedback. And at least this person have proof of why they say they think it worked better. Now, again, I'm not reading it, but the fact that they went in such in-depth explanation of the character shows me that they know their character. Look at how long this person goes on. Just a quick explanation of why I think Shield should be calm only. See, this is their opinion. And this person know their character and telling you why they feel the way they feel. Not, I can't beat an Eliotrope, so you gotta nerf him. Looks like Eliotrope and Sapphire got the good old pro and cons in each passive. Haven't looked at Eliotrope too much, but Sackcrier seems interesting. No, Sackcrier's got terrible. A lot of possibility for early Berserk due to punishment. Early Berserk! Look at what you're saying, early Berserk. But it's super risky, which is, of course, how playing Sackcrier should feel. Yes, but we also had ways to self-sustain. I don't see enough self-sustain, and now it's especially when you got rid of Cage of Blood. The heal from Cage of Blood. Now, if I missed something, feel free to correct me. Feel free to correct me if I missed something, because again, I haven't played in a long time. So if I've missed something, please feel free to correct me. But for right now, from what I read, I don't like the way Sakurais feel. I feel like they destroyed Sakurais. I feel like they broke them. I'm not gonna say destroyed them. That's kind of strong. That's kind of strong. I'm not gonna say destroyed them. I feel like they broke them. Let's put it that way. They broke it. They broke it. That's all I feel like. Bro, when you break something, you can put it back together. When you destroy something, there's no put it back together. So I feel like they broke Sakurai and they could put it back together. The double or nothing changes make me sad. No more free gambling every turn. Okay, that's for Echo Flips. More Echo Flips. Somebody explain it. I don't know Echo Flips, so it's pointless for me. No compensation for the stats on Elio. Uh, why is this? Where is the Osmosis remake? Why is it response so slow? Osmosis remake. Yeah, I'm with this person. Like, where's my Osa, baby? Bring my Osas. Come on, baby. Where's my Osas? But okay, I'm gonna get going. No gameplay today. Just a lot of information of the classes. Yeah. So I'm gonna get going because it is really really late for me. It is currently going on 1 o'clock in the morning. That should be like 2 o'clock in the East Coast, in the East. So okay, that's it, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out. Thank you for all the subs. Black Lion, which Sinsloth. Thanks for coming. Uh, my boy Dragon with the huge 5 months subscription. Thanks for coming. And yeah, be safe out there wherever you live at. It's cold out. Stay warm. You see, I got my heater on in the back. And I want you guys to be safe. Omicron is out here wilding. It's just stronger. It's getting stronger, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. So, guys, stay vigilant. I know it's easy to get lazy. Hell, even I sometimes be like, man, I'm taking this mask off. Just be careful, guys. Stay vigilant. Stay safe out there. And I will see you guys in the next stream. I'm going to try to keep my streams within a week to 2 week apart. I'm going to try. I can't make any promises because, like I said, it's like my old job. My old job had my days random. It's the same thing. I'm still at Wendy's. This is a different one, but they do the same thing. The days are random. So I didn't cut it off, but inactive, disconnected from the server, inactivity. So yeah, guys, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you all again for the subs and the follow. Have a good day, good night, good evening, wherever you all live at. This is Shin Angelo, the Wakfu lover, signing out. Have a good night, Big Hurt.